Okay, so we're recording now. So what we have going on currently is we're finishing up the Sexy for Summer. We actually have a few more days for that. And then we just finished the 21-day fix. Kind of preview what the heck is the 21-day fix. So those are about to be ending. What we have coming up, I know we kind of talked about it on our last meeting, is and I'll put a calendar out too for you guys so that you guys have the calendar of what's coming up for the next month and so that you know what to invite to and when and all of that. But we're going to have our 30-day will start on June 6th. So that's for anybody that you mainly want to do it for anybody who purchases a challenge pack to go into our 30-day group. Just because they've already invested in themselves. And so since we put so much into our 30-day group and trying to be there for each other and really help everybody be successful, I want it to be people that are really committed and invested in themselves into doing it. You can add somebody who's kind of on the fence and not really sure if you want them to get a sneak peek of what the groups are about. But I try to focus on putting my challenge pack purchasers in the 30 days, and then my clean eating groups I use for the ones that aren't quite ready to fully commit to a challenge pack. So we'll start the 30-day. So I just want to go back to, we talked about names, and I wanted you guys to be able to come up with a name for the next 30-day group. So I think the two that Jamie suggested that we kind of like talked about liking the most were Bikini Blast or Summer Heat. We can do like Bikini Blast or Summer Heat Slim Down. Do you guys have a preference on which one we use? I prefer you guys to decide because I don't want to make the decision. I like them both.
I feel like Bikini Blast would be appropriate for June, and then Summer Heat will be good for July.
Okay.
That's a good theory. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So that's what we'll do then. And Jamie, huge props to you for coming up with the coolest names. Like, I struggle every month coming up with names for these groups sometimes, and I think they're amazing. So, okay, so we'll do Bikini Blast for June. That'll start on the 6th, and then we'll do Summer Heat for July. And then after that, we'll have our team workout. So that's, I don't know, Holly, if you've seen it before, but that's where we invite everybody in our VIP group, our free Be Fabulously Fit VIP group, which I'll explain what that is for the new coaches that we have. But that's when we invite all of them to join us on a day, and we do a workout together. So it's kind of like a group workout. We get on a Zoom call, and then we all work out together. We did it to preview one of the workouts that are coming up, the Country Heat. And so I thought it was really cool how Kelly did that, and I thought it was really fun. So then we decided to go ahead and do that as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so we do it the first Tuesday of every month. I try to keep things consistent so it's not confusing because we're all super busy. So it's usually at 6:30 the first Tuesday of every month. If we decide that doesn't work for all of us, or if there's a better time, because I know we have crazy schedules, that works for all of us to be available, we can consider that too. But right now, the next one will be June 7th, which is going to be the first Tuesday of June. After that, we're going to do the 5-day self-love group. So that's not going to be any way Beachbody related. It's just going to kind of get us to get people like maybe interested in like kind of like the group thing, get them liking our posts on our normal Facebook post so that they're seeing our normal post. I don't know if you know, Holly, but even though you may have like 200 friends on your Facebook, not everybody sees your posts. Only people who like your post or comment on your post or that you're commenting on theirs are you going to see things that you're posting, or they're going to see what you're posting. So that's really important to go on and just randomly like choose some friends and start liking their posts or start conversations with them, which I'll go over in a minute because there's a couple new coaches, so I want to like them to understand like how this works too, since I've been so crazy busy lately. So the 5-day self-love, again, will not be Beachbody related. It's just going to be about changing our mindset and loving ourselves with who we are. And I think that today we all think negative things about our bodies because we don't like certain things about our bodies. And then we beat ourselves up over it. And I want to really take that out of our minds and focus on the good things that we do have going for ourselves and the hard work that we're putting in to become people we want to become. So that's kind of going to be what Self-Love Week is about. And then, Donna, we talked about the 7-day meal prep. How's that going? Do we have an idea about, are we going to be able to do it this month or?
I thought we were going to do it like in the 30-day, like as a part of the 30-day.
Okay, do you want to do that? Or do you want to do a separate meal prep group? Because I think that if we do it as part of the 30-day, we're really going to do a disservice to a lot of the people that can't commit to a challenge pack yet.
Gotcha.
And I think the 7-day might be something that will kind of like seal the deal for people who are on the fence. I mean, that's
okay,
just what you guys tell me.
When did you think that that would be good? I'm sorry, I'm like, this whole month kind of screwed me really up.
Yeah, me too.
So
and that's why I was thinking of doing it at the end of June.
Oh, I can do the end of June. Yeah, I could do it.
Okay, so I was thinking of doing it the 20th. So that way, if we do it the 20th, then it'll end the 27th, and that gives us like 4 days to finalize any sales for the month of June.
Perfect.
Okay. And then if it like becomes too much for you, because I know you have a lot going on with your sister being sick and all that, I'm okay with doing it. Like if you give me the template and you need me to do it, I'm okay with it.
I think I'll be good. It was just you know, a bunch of bad news all in one time, and I think I'm finally recouping from all that after my body kind of shut down. I was like, I think I'm finally recouping from all that. So I think I need that. I need something to do to keep me busy. So I need to get my head into something. So it'll be good.
Okay, perfect. So we'll plan on that being on the 20th of June. So that'll be our 7-day free group. We'll focus on meal prep. I think we decided we're going to take a break from focusing on fitness for this month, right? Like doing a fitness group. So we decided we're just going to do mainly like the nutrition part for the month of June. And I think that's good too, because we've been pushing fitness a lot this last month. But also nutrition is 80% of this. Like you can work out, which I'm proof of because I ate like crap most of this month. But like you can work out every single day and you can show up every day and do your 30 minutes and all that. And if you're eating the wrong foods and filling your body full of fat, you're not going to get anywhere. No matter what you do, you can't outrun your fork. Like nutrition is a huge part of it. So I just want to stay focused on that. Okay, and then the last thing that we'll do for the month of June is going to be the sneak peek into coaching. So what happens, Holly, is the third Monday of every month, Team Goal Crushers has a sneak peek into what is coaching. Shanna will post a bunch of things like questions, comments, why we do what we do. Because they've been doing this a lot longer than us, we've decided just to stay a part of theirs since we're still kind of small. But we're working on doing our own eventually with all the coaches participating. But they do a really good what is coaching sneak peek. It's free. You just advertise for it, which I'll post in our group, like what I use to advertise. You guys can make your own. And then that you just put people in there if they're considering like what is coaching or want to know about coaching, and it answers all their questions. You just follow up with them and see, you know, hey, what did you think? Answer any questions. And then Kelly from Hard Hitters, she does hers the Sunday after. So it's usually the last Sunday of the month. So if for some reason you invite somebody to do the Team Goal Crushers one and they don't quite respond in time and then they respond like after, maybe like Tuesday or something, then you always have the next Sunday to fall back on and you can put them in Kelly's. I've used both. I've done one. I've done the other. It just whatever works for you guys on your time frame. And then, like always, if you guys decide that you're having a lot of interest, maybe let's say we're not focusing on fitness this month, but you're getting a lot of people interested in fitness, and you guys want to do like a 7-day fitness challenge, free one, or anything like that. If you want to add an extra group to the month, you can do your own. You can ask me to do it with you, or you can just say, hey, Bree, like I'm having a bunch of people interested in this. Can we do a group sometime this month for this? Focusing on this, and we'll do that. That's fine. I don't mind. Like, I want to cater around what works for you guys too, because what works for me or what works for my schedule doesn't always work for you guys. So that's why I try to move things around to fit everybody. Okay, so that's what we got going on for June, and we're finishing out May. I just want to just kind of dial back in. I think that we all had like a lot of blows to our personal life this month. And that's okay. That's why we do this business. We want to help people. We want to get fit. We want to get paid to do it. And we want something that works for our schedule. And hopefully, I know for like some of us, this is, eventually want to be a full-time job, just being able to do this so you have more time, more money, and more time with your family, because that's what's really important. And so, like, we had a lot going on this month in our personal lives. So it's okay sometimes to take a step back. Like I said, when we do take a step back, we have to work twice as hard when we come back. So I need you all to really think about how you're going to push for June and how we're going to do this to bounce back as a team. I'm included. Like, we both kind of all had a lot going on. We checked out, but now it's time to kind of get like, okay, focus in. Oh, what do we have coming up? What are we doing? And how are we going to get to our goals? I really want to see all of us hit SC5 this next month. And I want to see all of us really, just rock this next month, because we can do it. So what we should be doing. So I know we go over this every single time about Power Hour and getting overwhelmed and what to do to grow our business. So I just want to go over a little bit about overwhelming, because I think we really overwhelmed ourselves this last month on what we were doing. So on our personal development, I'm kind of finishing up one book and doing another at the same time. She was talking about this morning about overwhelming, and overwhelming is a state of mind. We create it ourselves, and it's unnecessary drama that we put for ourselves. So she talked about okay, so we always say to ourselves that we don't have time, or we're overstressed or overworked or whatever. So if we say that, then it's true. Because what we think, we manifest for ourselves. So we need to change our thought process. And she said, when you're driving around a parking lot and you can't find a parking spot, do you just say, oh, fuck it, I'm going to go park in the unloading zone? And then your car gets towed. Then you spend 3 hours trying to go get your car out of towing. So when we're forced to do something, we have the time, right? Because now we've gotten our car towed. Now we have to make time to go get our car back. And now we're really wasting 3 hours of our time that we could have been doing something productive. Another thing she said was you're running late and you say, oh, I don't have time because I have to go do this. But then we lose our cell phone. Well, we're not going to leave our house without our cell phone. So now we're spending 30 minutes looking, and all of a sudden we had time to do it. So I think it's just all in our head. And then, if you've noticed, if it tells you, if you tell yourself, okay, I have 6 months to reach this goal. Have you ever noticed it takes you 6 months to reach the goal? Or if you say I have 1 week, it takes you 1 week. Because that's what you've put in your head. That's what you've made, the time frame for yourself. You've, put walls around the time frame. And when we're forced to do it, then we do it. So I just kind of want to, realize that we're never going to get it all done, and that's okay. We just need to stop beating ourselves up for not getting everything done, because we're not superheroes, but just focus on what we should be doing. So every day we should be doing 15 minutes of personal development, because we have to be examples of what we want people to do. So we want to better our lives, and we want to add to our life, not take away from it. So 15 minutes a day on personal development. I'm super busy. I can't read. I don't have the time. So I find ways around it. So I listen to audiobooks while I'm driving to work. I'm an hour drive, an hour home. I listen to team calls that have been previously recorded that I've missed. I listen to personal development books. I go on YouTube and I Google personal development and whatever I want to kind of motivate myself with for the day. So that is one thing you should be doing every day, first and foremost, before anything else gets done. Another thing is your workout, right? You have to be a product of the product. If you're not doing your workout and being an example, how is somebody that is under you going to be motivated to do the workout? I just want to give props to Holly, because she does the most amazing posts, and I know the days that I don't want to do it sometimes, sometimes she's gets me through. You all do, just seeing what you guys are going through, and like you're still doing it. So Holly, keep it up. You do amazing posts, and I know like
Thanks.
you really like amaze me because you think outside of the box. Like I'm getting so many ideas from you, and I like hope I can do the same thing. But you're really good at knowing, like, really wording how your challenges are. And that's a huge part of our journey, is just sharing our challenges and what we go through, because we're not perfect. Like I shared once, I went to a lunch with some friend. Actually, it was a dinner. It was like her birthday or something. And her niece just has hated me her whole life. And I grew up with them. So I've known her since I was like 5. And she's just always been like super jealous. I don't know what it is, but she's always been just so negative towards me. And so I had a really crappy day, and I was like sharing with them about how all this happened. And I broke down and went to a fast food restaurant, even though I don't eat fast food a lot. And I got left in drive-thru. Like, they forgot about me. Like, they took my order and forgot about me. So I was telling him about this, and she was like, well, what kind of coach are you if you don't even practice what you preach? And I said, I'm a human. I have struggles, and I do give in to my cravings sometimes. But that's why I do this. This is a lifestyle. This is not a quick fix. It's about balance. And we 80% eat clean, and we 20% just say fuck it and eat what we want. Okay, that's how it goes. That's the reality, right? So It's like, that's what we need to remember, is that we're human, and we need to share our struggles with everybody else, because somebody else may be struggling with the same thing you're struggling with, and they feel like they're the only one, and they're beating themselves up about it. So just a huge shout out to Holly for doing that. So personal development, doing your personal workouts every day, and then drinking Shakeology, of course. So make sure you're getting your Shakeology every day, and doing that. And then apart from that, from the business side of things, it's really important every day to invite. Okay, like, I don't even care if you just like feel overwhelmed and you invite 1 or 2. Goal is 3, but you need to be inviting people to free clean eating challenges, personal, your 30-day groups, and to whatever we have going on. You need to at least be inviting them and keeping the doors of communication open with them, because those invites are what are going to build your business. And if you're not constantly inviting people and talking to people about what we're doing in our groups, then we're not going to grow our business. Like, that's just black and white. I mean, you either do it or you don't. The other thing is besides from inviting, we need to be adding to our friends list, because eventually we're going to go through all of our friends on our friends list, and then we're going to be like, what do we do now? So go on your friends list and friend theirs, and if they say anything weird, like, why are you friending me, just be like, oh, Facebook suggested that we be, that's why I friended you. Or join a group that is around you, or that you find on Facebook. Like for Jamie, she could join like a mom's group, something that she's interested in, or that is like part of her. Or like me, I'm in part of a lot of fitness and like motivational groups on Facebook. And I don't necessarily just go in there and like, I'm a Beachbody coach and I want you guys to do my challenge. I just go in there and I make friends. Like, I post about my stuff, I post it on their stuff. Then I friend them on my Facebook, and then they see what I'm posting. So sometimes I don't even have to ever approach them. I'm just widening my network, so that I don't eventually run out of friends to talk to about what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So you definitely want to be doing inviting. You want to be adding at least 3 to 5 people every day to your friends list. And they don't all have to accept. Like, if you send 5 like friend requests, you're done. Like, move on. You don't have to have 5 accepts a day or whatever. Just send out 5 and you're done. Like, move on, do the next thing. So I know we struggled a lot with forming, because it takes so much time and it was like overwhelming us. Holly, forming is where we just like make a random message to a friend or whatever that we haven't talked to in a while, and we don't talk about Beachbody. So we just, it's kind of like a hey girl, like, hey girl, like, it's been a long time, or hey girl, I saw you went on vacation, I really loved your pictures. And just like have a 15-minute conversation with them. And you can limit it to 15 minutes. Like, I don't want you guys to feel like you have to like go on a limb and like go huge out there and like do these long drawn out conversations. First of all, it's just to get back in their mind. It's just to get them looking at your Facebook, because maybe they haven't looked at your Facebook or seen your post in a while, and they're like, oh gosh, she's seeing what I'm doing. What is she up to? You know, and then they click on your Facebook, they see your post, they like one, and now they're starting to see what you're posting. So, you know, just, hey girl, how's this? Blah, blah, blah. You know, and then you can be just like, hey, it was really good chatting with you. Like, we'll talk again soon, or I look forward to talking to you again soon. And it's also really good windows to come back in like a couple days and be like, if it goes to Beachbody, then talk about Beachbody, but don't be the first one to bring Beachbody up. And then also I've done it a couple of times where Beachbody may have come up or didn't, and then like I go back to them and I'm like, oh my gosh, you just have been on my mind so much since the last time we talked a few days ago. And I just really think that you might benefit from this, 7-day self-love group that we're going to have coming up. Would you be interested? It's that simple. Instead of like, out of the blue messaging somebody and being like, hey, like we're doing this. You always want to kind of talk to them. You don't really want to invite them like to a group if you haven't talked to them before, unless they're like a cousin, a mom, a dad, somebody that you like is your VIP. They're already your cheerleader. You talk to them all the time. But somebody you don't know, you don't just want to randomly text them after like 10 years, like, hey, want to join my group? Like they're not going to do it. You have to invest in them for them to invest back in you. So I want to say, like, we need to focus on doing our personal development, drinking Shakeology, doing our workouts, at least doing our invites every day, and adding to our network and sending out the hey girls. I really want us to focus on not overwhelming ourselves on the hey girl messages and forming. Just literally, like, set a timer, 15 minutes, that's it. Like, just because you don't respond back to them right away doesn't mean that they're going to be like, oh, well, she didn't respond back to me, so I don't care anymore about her group. No, they're going to know that you're human and you're not available 24/7. Like, you have a life. Just remember to go back and respond to them when you have time. Like, maybe the next day when you come to your hey girl portion, go back and answer some of the hey girls from the day before and just count that as your hey girls. Like, you don't have to like do, oh God, I have to go back and answer these and now I have to do 3 new ones, because I don't want to overwhelm ourselves. So just trying that for this next couple weeks and see how that works for you. Again, it's about finding your own rhythm. I do mine in 20-minute increments. I literally like do my invites in the morning so that they have time to respond to me in the day. So in the morning, I send my invites and messages. And then at the end of the night, I can go back and respond to any of the ones that they've had the whole day to look at what I've sent them. And then I can respond like before I go to bed or whatever. So again, it's about finding what works for you and not getting overwhelmed. But you also want to make sure that you're focusing on the tasks that are going to grow your business and not focusing on things that aren't going to grow your business. A lot of times, Holly, I use the example when I was new. I spent so many times making all these cute graphics so that I'd have them and like looking for things to post. But really, what does that help me like grow my business? Like, it's great. Like, the post you do, it does work. Like, you're doing great. But I'm saying, like, I would make them just to keep them for future, like, purposes. And that's really dumb. Like, I spent like an hour doing this stupid thing and then I didn't even use it for a month. Like, that's not growing my business. So just try to focus on things like when you're doing it, think, is this going to grow my business? Is this going to widen my market? Is this going to help me get where I want to go? It's about like, have a vision for yourself, like where you want to be. Let's say, okay, next team meeting, I'm going to challenge you guys. So next team meeting, I'm going to ask you, in 3 months from now, what is your business goal? Okay, where do you want to be? Whether that's a diamond coach, 1-star diamond, 3-star diamond, 5-star diamond. I want you to have a goal that you want to be in the next 3 months. And then we're going to chunk it down together. What is it going to take for you to get to that goal in 3 months? So that's going to be my challenge for you guys, and I'll post it in our group, the challenge. So really, like, think about it, like, clear your head. And, I mean, just, like, first, like, sit down and jot down, like, a million ideas before you have a chance to think about it, right? Because sometimes we overthink things or we rethink things, but it's not really what we want in the end. So, like, just brainstorm, okay, those are your goals. And then we're going to chunk each goal down so that we can know what we have to do to hit our goal. Okay, so like realistically for all of us for next meeting. And then just to go over the VIP group for our newer coaches, The VIP group is the Be Fabulously Fit VIP group. Is for people who join our free 7-day groups or our 5-day groups or whatever. They haven't invested in a challenge group, the 30-day groups. So we put them in there just so they don't get lost in the shuffle. So they still have like the support. They still see our posts. They still see what we're doing, but they're not yet ready to commit, and they may be at some point. It's kind of like a support group for the people that haven't invested in the challenge packs yet. I don't think we've offered a promotion yet, but me and Donna talked about, like, I don't know, maybe like offering 10% off of a purchase for the month or something, like doing, but it's something that all of us coaches agreed to, because obviously if it's Holly, if it's somebody that you put in there and we offer like a 10% off and then they want it, it's going to go to you, but then you're going to have to make sure that it happens, kind of thing. But it helps you in the end because of the commission. So what I've done a lot is I've like offered like the Fixate or whatever, and it's like, okay, I make like a $50 bonus off of what they buy, but I'm reinvesting it in them by like buying a $20 book. So I still make, you know, money out of it, but they really got like a benefit out of it too. And sometimes it takes like that little extra incentive for people to really commit, because they feel like they're getting more for less. So that's what the Be Fabulously Fit is about, and that's why I do like the free workout once a month. We always do a Beachbody workout, so they're getting to try a Beachbody workout, and it's something fun for them, even though they're in a free group of ours. And then if they decide to purchase the challenge pack, we move them over to whatever group that they're going to be in, but we still leave them in that group. Like, that's still a support, you know, 30-day group. Okay, so that is what that is. And then let me see what else I had. I think that's all I had for you guys. Do you guys have any questions about anything or want me to go over anything? I know, Holly, like a lot of this is new for you, so I don't know if you have any, like, for you, I would just say, like, mainly focus on, you know, like, focus on doing your workouts. Like, you've been doing great every day. And then you do really good with your posts, but, like, I would start doing, like, call to action posts. So what a call to action post is, we usually post it in the evening from 3 to 5 in the evening, just because not 3 to 5, from 5 to 9, because that's when Facebook like did a study that most people are on Facebook and they see like posts. And it's just like where you invite them. Like, I sometimes post, I'll do one tonight just so you can see, but it's like I post a picture like join our group, and then I put like a little message about what is Beachbody coaching, or why I do Beachbody coaching. And it like tells them like comment below or like below for more information, kind of thing. That's what a call to action is. So I come up with a schedule. You can come up with whatever works for you. So like one night I'll post a call to action for the Beachbody coaching. Then the next day I'll post a call to action for our 30-day group. Like, it's just, the 30-day group one is kind of like an invite. Like, I'm sure you've seen them on my Facebook. You can even like look at my wall and see all the ones where it's just like talking about hey, I got, 4 weeks to summer. Like, what are you doing to get ready? That's the call to action to invite for our next 30-day group, because if they message me, they're definitely going to my next 30-day group, if they buy a challenge pack. So I rotate it, like coaching Monday, Tuesday I do the 30-day group, and then Wednesday coaching, and then Thursday 30-day group. Whatever works for you, just do that. Also, I want to talk a little bit more about, also we can do as a group, like, I don't know if you guys follow Shanna, but she does it a lot, like where she's like really like, and always do it about things that you're really thinking about doing or wanting to do, because Shanna shared with us at our dinner about how she would just try to do ones just to get feedback, but she really wasn't even, like spray tanning. Like, I don't know if you saw her one about spray tanning. She was going to go to spray tan, so she wanted to know, like, any tips or, like, any advice people had before she went and got her first spray tan. But before, she would post something like that, even though she wasn't going to do a spray tan. And then people would follow up with her, like, the next week, well, what did you decide? And then she's like, oh, crap. Like, I just posted it just to post it, like, just to get feedback and just to get people, like, liking my post. But so post about something that you're really considering doing. So Like if you're going to go out on a date or whatever and you post like, oh, look at this black dress and look at this blue dress. Gosh, I don't know which one to wear. Like, like make it real. Like, and then they're gonna be like, oh, Holly, you look great in the blue or the black or whatever. And that's getting them commenting on your pictures. That's getting them liking your pictures. And then that in return is getting them seeing what you're posting, because they may not be seeing what you're posting. So you don't have to draw them in just by Beachbody posts. It could be like something like that, you know, like something that you're going to be doing regularly. Or, hey, I did a French toast one because I love French toast. I was like, oh my God, I've been craving French toast. Like, does anybody have like a healthy French toast recipe? Even though I have tons of them and I could have Googled it, it was something that like I wanted to give other people a chance to like and comment so they could start seeing my post too. But like I said, always make sure that you're doing it for something that you really want to do. Okay, so Holly, so let's say somebody comes to you and says, oh, Holly, I am interested in your 30-day group. And then you're like, crap, what do I do now? Like, I don't know what to say. What a lot of us have done is we go and we Google like Beachbody scripts, or I do like Beachbody 21-day scripts. And then you get like a lot of different like just pre-written scripts. They work. Like if you use them, they work. And because you're busy like me, I use them all the time, because the hardest part was in the beginning when I would start first having conversations with people, because I didn't have any prior scripts already. So then I just go look for it. But then I save them all in my notes on my phone, my notebook. And then that way, like, hey, if somebody texts me tomorrow and I'm at work and I'm on a 10-minute break and I'm like, she texts me, she's like, oh, I'm interested in your 30-day group. And then I just go and copy and paste it like, oh, like, I'm so glad you're interested. Thanks for reaching out. When you join a 30-day group with me, this is what you get. But it took me literally 1 minute, because like I just went and copied and pasted a prior conversation. Yeah. So we do that a lot. And Donna posted in our Be Fabulously Fit for me a lot of the scripts that I recommend and that I've used that I've seen work. So you can go to our files part in our team page and see those scripts. And that'll help you a lot too to know what they do. So the only other thing I wanted to go over for the new coaches too was the whole, when somebody wants to buy a challenge pack from you, if you're not sure how to do it, you can always ask me. Like, I'll help you do your first one. Use the mobile site. It's so much easier because it sends them the email. They just log in. There's no them getting lost or signed to another coach. It goes directly to you. So if they sign up, let's say they want a challenge pack. They want to try 21 Day Fix. So they're just interested in a one-time purchase of the challenge pack. Okay, well, when they buy a challenge pack, they can automatically sign up for coaching. Doesn't mean they have to coach. They could be just strictly what we call a discount coach, which means they're just doing it to receive the 20% discount or the 25% discount. So let's say, okay, they buy the 21 Day Fix. Okay, so next month they pay only $95 for the Shakeology versus the $129.99 if they want to continue the Shakeology. Plus they pay the $15 membership fee or whatever, the monthly fee. So they're still saving like $19 to $20 overall. Even if they don't make any sale, they don't want to do anything with coaching, they're still making a savings. And plus they get 25% off any future purchases. So if they decide after 21 Day Fix they want to do size, or they want to do Country Heat, or they want to do another program, they can purchase it themselves for a coach price. So I always suggest that to them. And Holly, if you want, I can send you the script that I use for that. Like, and I usually don't even like give them an option. I usually just like, hey girl, because you're buying the 21 Day Fix challenge pack, I'm able to sign you up as what I call a VIP member / discount coach. Doesn't mean you have to sell unless you want to. Just means that you're saving about $19 a month in Shakeology if you choose to continue it. And if you don't want to continue it, we just cancel within 30 days and there's no additional charge. Super easy.
Yeah, awesome.
And I tell them, I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to save you some money, and a cute smiley face. So I can send you that so that you have that too.
Yeah, do please.
Yeah, that helps you get like coaches under you, because the first goal for us is to get you to Emerald. So to get you to Emerald, we have to get you 2 coaches under you. It doesn't have to be active coaches where they're wanting to build the business. It just has to be 2 coaches. It could be 2 discount coaches, 1 business builder, 1 discount coach, 2 business builders. It doesn't matter. We just have to get 2 people under you. So that's going to be your first goal to get you to Emerald. And that's where you get your Team Psycho bonuses. That's where you get your free leads from Beachbody. Just kind of like that's like the first milestone in your business is when we hit Emerald.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Because it kind of comes to you in a little bit. I mean, you're still going to work hard. We all do. But it helps you have the extra help.
For sure.
So don't let yourself get overwhelmed, Holly, because there's so much like to know and do, and I overwhelmed myself a lot in the beginning when I started this because I wanted to know and do everything perfect from day one. But so just focus on those simple things: doing your workout, doing your post, your call to action, start inviting, and just remember, if they tell you no, it's no, not right now, because we all have things in our life where they can't afford it right now, but keep them on your list. Like I just jot down, like, in the group Donna shared on Be Fabulously Fit about sauna, we just, like, jot a few notes. Like, I just literally, like, would put, like, Holly, 21-day fix, strawberry Shakeology, and the date. And then that reminds me, like, as a jogger for me, when I go back to talk to you, like, hey, we have 21-day fix on sale this month. I know you were interested before. We talked about you wanting to lose 20 pounds for a reunion, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it just kind of like keeps you, but like some of us are pen and paper, and like if writing it down on a notebook works for you, so you can go back and like physically look at it that way, do whatever works for you. Like for your personal development, you can even go like on YouTube and like search Beachbody training or Beachbody time management or anything that you're confused about. I searched a lot of it in YouTube in the beginning, and I didn't even start personal development books until like my 5th month, I think, just because I wanted to learn like so much about Beachbody and like what to do and how to do it. And that's personal development because you're still learning, you're still broadening your mental capacity and all that. So also I follow like some of the top coaches like Raina Odell. I follow Brandy Botts, of course. She's our upline coach. She's very, very successful. A lot of the upline coaches, I follow them. I do a lot of searches for like what it takes to be a diamond coach, what it takes to be a 1-star diamond coach on YouTube, just so I can see what other people have done. And the key is just being consistent, like showing up every day, because people they keep giving up on themselves, and they don't want somebody that's going to give up on them as well. So just be consistent. It's taken me, I signed up in September, and like I finally made diamond 2 months ago. So it took me a little bit of time. Some people do it like super fast. They do it like within 30, 60 days. But I work like 80 hours a week, like there's only so much I can do in that 80 hours a week. But I keep in mind that if I stay consistent and I keep doing this, that it's going to give me the financial freedom, because there's a lot of coaches, that are making 6 figures off this. And they're really enjoying this. They love what they do. They enjoy helping others and empowering them and all that. So for me, that's my end goal, is to be financially, have the freedom, but also be able to retire and just do Beachbody and like be able to spend time with my family, be able to go on trips, be able to just really enjoy my life and not have to constantly worry about going to work every day as far as, clocking in, clocking out. I want to build a business that I can do on my own time when I want to do it around my life, because I'm looking forward to starting a family next year. And I want to be able to spend time with my kids, and I want to be there for those moments. And I don't want to miss everything because I'm working, because I miss a lot now just with my family. So just start small. Don't overwhelm yourself. If you start feeling like you're getting overwhelmed, talk to us. Let us know. Ask us for like, hey, how did you guys get through this? Or how did you manage this? Or have you ever come upon that? Even if you have somebody that you're talking to and they like give you an objection that you haven't seen. Like money is a big one that I get a lot, is the money one. So we also have scripts for that I could send you. And it's just like, hey, like I struggled with that too when I first signed up. Like, golly, like I didn't want to spend that much money for this, drink or whatever. But when I broke it down and realized it's only $3.66 a day and it replaces a meal, I was actually saving money in the end instead of spending it. And I eat less when I'm drinking Shakeology every day. So it really does like save you money. And sometimes people don't think outside of the box. So they're just seeing the price tag for the first initial purchase, but they're not breaking it down to like, oh, it's only $3.66 a day and you get a superfood shake with 70 nutrients in it. Plus you get a coach that's going to check in on you every week to make sure you're getting to your goals. Plus you're going to get a personal trainer in your house that you can do on your schedule, your time. Where else can you get that? Like, where else can you get that for $3.66 a day? Sometimes it's breaking that down for people that like help them make that final decision to actually do it.
And one thing I've been telling people, like that I know personally, is that I get that it seems expensive, but I used to drink a lot of coffee, and as a nurse, we chronically drink a lot of coffee. But when I'm taking my Shakeology, I'm drinking way less coffee. I used to be addicted to lattes, and lattes are $4, $5, $6 a cup.
Yeah.
So I'm eliminating that, and I'm replacing a meal. So that's kind of what I've been doing, and I think it's making people think a little bit. So
yeah, you're doing great. Honestly, you're doing like so fantastic. I love your like YouTube channel, the hacks. I think that's amazing. Like, you're really just like, you're rocking it. And I just don't want you to get discouraged, because Donna was like one of my first coaches that I signed up. And so we kind of learned together what we were doing. Like, and my coach signed me like right after so we kind of all learned together like what we're doing. And there's some months like people will not respond to you. There's some months where like nothing's going to happen and you feel like you're talking and you're blue in your face because you're just constantly giving them that, and then they go for the quick fix, or they're like, nah, I don't want to do it. But it comes back around. Like, honestly, I swear, like all the people that are purchasing now are people that I've been talking to for 4 months. That's why I say consistency is the key, because if you're constantly talking about it, you're constantly pushing it, constantly talking about inviting, things like that, eventually it's going to come back to you. And it just, in the beginning, it seems like, God, I'm working so hard and nothing is happening. And it's like frustrating. Like, honestly, I was so frustrated. I was like, God, this sucks. Like, what am I doing? But remember, you're still working out. You're getting in the best shape of your life. It's fun for you. So you got to remember, like, it's not just all about that part of it. Like, you're still getting benefit from it. But, it's going to take months. And, like, Donna can attest to that. Like, she's had to talk, like, 5-6 months sometimes to people before they finally just came back and was like, you know what? You're still showing up 6 months later. You look amazing. So I'm going to do it now, So just don't give up. Just keep talking and talking and talking and going through all the scripts, and just keep up what you're doing, because honestly, you are affecting so many people. I can't even tell you. You are affecting so many people out there. You're changing their lives every single day with the posts that you guys are making. You just don't see it because they don't say it. And I know it's happened to me because, like, I was posting all the time, and I was like, God, my friends must get really sick of me posting all this shit all the time. But then, like, some do, like, some did, and that's okay. That's okay too. But other ones came back to me, like, months later, and they're like, Brianna, you, like, gave me the courage to do this. Or because you did this, it helped me do that. And it was just like, wow, it, like, really touched me, because it was like I had no idea. And, like, here I was, like, putting myself down because, like, oh, my God, I'm annoying everybody in the world with this. Or, like, I don't want to do it. Or I just didn't realize, like, the ripple effect. And I'll leave this meeting on one thing. I really want to share this with you guys because I thought this was pretty cool. So on my last personal development that I did a couple weeks ago, they said, imagine that you lost somebody you love, like somebody in your family, like really, 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 really close to you. Close your eyes and imagine the hurt and the pain and all of that you're going to feel at that moment. And think about that you're driving to the mortuary or the funeral home, whatever it may be, and you're going to have to go to the funeral. Imagine what that looks like. Picture it in your head. Imagine how that's going to feel to you. Then imagine yourself walking into the funeral home and walking up to the casket, and it's open, and looking in there, and there's you, that you've passed away 3 years from now. And there's only 3 people that are there that are going to speak on your behalf. One is going to be like a best friend that's known you your whole life. One is going to be like a coworker. And the other one could be somebody from a church or a husband or a spouse or somebody. What are they going to say about you? What was your effect? What was your ripple effect? What kind of person were you? And what kind of, footprint did you leave for everybody around you? And I thought, wow, that really made me stop and think about, not only did I have my accident and almost died, I literally swore I was going to die there on the side of the road. And everybody, every doctor, every nurse, everybody who's helped me since has told me, you should be dead. You should not be here. You should be thanking God because this is a miracle. You shouldn't be here. You should be dead. And so that, and then I went back, I was off and I went through all that. And then I went back to work full speed. And I was wanting to change my mindset to really make sure I left a good footprint with everybody around me. And I've kind of fallen into more, instead of it making me more positive, I think I've become more negative because I wanted to change my life more and I wanted to help more people, and I feel like I'm not. And so I've kind of became more negative towards myself. I'm not doing enough. So just really you don't have to, but I just think that we should all do that exercise where we think about it. What is your imprint? What are you leaving behind? What are you doing today that is really helping somebody else? And is that the type of person you want to be remembered as? What you're doing today, if you were gone tomorrow, is that what you would want people to talk about at your funeral? Just try to remember that, and just try to think about that too. And always remember, this is something fun for us, so don't get overwhelmed and don't start beating yourself up, because this is supposed to be a fun business that we're adding to our life, not taking away. Keep that in mind this week. So I'm going to post the schedule for you guys for June. So I'm going to get that started today, and I'll get posted for what our upcoming dates are. For the next meeting, I want you guys to think of your goal for 3 months, 3-month goal, so that we can all help each other to break it down and figure out how we're going to hit our goal for 3 months. And then I really want you guys to come up with a plan of how you're going to hit SC5 for next month. So Holly, you don't know already, SC5 is when somebody purchases a challenge pack from you, whether they sign up as a discount coach or not, just purchase a challenge pack. You get, for the first time purchase, you get 2 SC points. So 2 Success Club points for every challenge pack you sell. And then if somebody just wants Shakeology and they sign up as a home delivery, the automatic every month home delivery of Shakeology, then that's 1 point. So technically it's helping 3 people a month, whether it's 3 challenge packs that hit you at SC6, or if it's selling, 2 challenge packs and then a home delivery of the Shakeology for 1 point. So that's how you hit SC5. When you hit SC5, that's what helps get you more of the free leads if you're a Beachbody coach. It also, of course, covers your own cost for Shakeology every month. And also you get a free gift from Beachbody as a thank you for hitting SC5. So I got to try the full performance line, all of the workout drinks that they have. I got a sample of each one. The last month they gave us a free Shakeology apron. This month you get to get on a free personal development call with a huge personal speaker who does personal development. So it's every month it changes on what you get. And so that's another incentive to hit SC5. So I know that we all kind of struggle this month, but it's time to get serious and kind of rein in and do what we need to do. So that's what I think is going to help us. So just stay consistent, and I think a lot of us have our stuff settling down now, so we can focus back on Beachbody this month. Do you guys have anything that you need before we go?
No, I'm good.
Donna, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Yay. I love you guys.
Are you good, Brianna? Are you good?
I'm good. Honestly, I'm good. I'm making like a lot of changes in my life right now so that I can be back to who I was. You know, like I think sometimes we get lost and we lose ourselves in the process, and it's about refocusing and just doing what we love. And so that's what my focus for the next 3 months is just finding myself again and doing what makes me happy and whatever I need to get there. So, but yeah, thank you. I'm good. You guys help me
Good.
keep going.
Is my girl on there?
Donna's on there.
Oh, Miss Donna.
My mom.
Hi, Aunt Tina.
You're on the camera, Mom.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, what happened to my good Aunt Carol?
She's not there.
Oh, okay. Well, hi, Miss Donna.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys?
All right.
We're
doing good.
I see all your pictures. You guys getting skinny.
We're trying.
I got to get back on it myself. I've been bad.